to telepath messages through the vast unknown. Please close your eyes and concentrate with every thought you think upon the recitation we're about to sing. Calling occupants of interplanetary craft. Calling occupants of interplanetary most extraordinary craft. Calling occupants of interplanetary craft. Calling occupants of interplanetary craft. Calling occupants of interplanetary most extraordinary craft. You've been observing our Earth, and we'd like to make a contact with you. We are your friends. Calling occupants of interplanetary craft. Calling occupants of interplanetary ultra emissaries. We've been observing your Earth, and one night we'll make a contact with you. We are your friends. Calling occupants of interplanetary, quite extraordinary craft. And please come in peace, we beseech you. Our Earth may never survive. Please, interstellar policeman, won't you give us a sign that we've reached you? With your mind, you have ability to form and transmit thought energy far beyond the norm. Just close your eyes and concentrate. Together, that's the way to send the message we declare World Contact Day. Calling occupants of interplanetary craft. Calling occupants of interplanetary craft. Calling occupants of interplanetary most extraordinary craft. Calling occupants. Calling occupants. Calling occupants of interplanetary adversary craft. Well, hello, everyone. That is an epic song.
What an epic intro.
There's a reason why I did that song tonight. I've never sang that song on this show.
No, I don't think
I've ever sang that song in life.
I imagine you've never sung that.
No, but it's a really fun song to play, I must say. It's called Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft. And that song, the songwriters and the song were inducted into the Canadian Music Songwriters Hall of Fame today.
So there's a reason.
There's a reason why I did that. Yeah.
That Klaatu song as done by the Carpenters.
Yes. Do you know that the Klaatu song, it got some radio play for sure. But when the Carpenters picked it up, like they were like number 10 in the States, and they became number 1 in Ireland with this song, and all over the UK and Japan. So anyway, it was a big song.
Too funny.
Yeah, and it was quite relevant back in this was written in 1976. So there were a lot of alien talk back then.
Oh yeah.
Right? So
Couldn't wait to meet him.
There you go. Craig's always saying, play something relevant. And when he said that, I was going to sing Song for the Myra because my wonderful guest tonight, one of them is Woody, and he has roots in Cape Breton. So I was going to do that. And Craig's like, is there anything you could do that's a little more
topical
I'm
in
like,
the news?
Actually, I just heard this today. Let's do that song. So
you
there
heard
you
it
go.
here first,
You heard it
folks.
here first, everybody.
Without further ado.
Oh my God, Steph was watching. I'm so glad Steph heard that song because we listened to the Carpenters. We were two little nerds in high school. We knew all the harmony parts, all her parts, and I was thinking of Steph. And I even wore my star sweater to sing that song. Anyway, that's a long intro. Craig and I are very, very excited because tonight we have all the way from
Acton.
Woody Woodburn
Come on out, Woody.
and Matt.
Hey,
Come on, Woody.
You'll have to introduce your friend. Oh,
Hey.
I got your names mixed up on the screen. So let me fix that while you guys come on.
I'm going to move to my rocking chair.
And you got my town mixed up too.
Oh, you're not from Acton.
I didn't think you were.
I did live in Acton, maybe when I met you.
Are
Yes.
don't you live in Rockwood?
Rockwood.
Thank you.
Lots of talent in Rockwood, let me tell you.
Takes a woman to get that back on track, let me tell you.
I'm so bad. I'm never going to hear the end of that one. Actually, I'll hear the end of that one. Never.
Someday. Well, we're so glad you guys are here.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, really happy you're here.
Oh, I can hear you now.
So Woody, who is this?
This is,
this
my buddy Matt Gormley,
Yes?
co-writer,
Hi, Matt.
friend,
Hey, guys.
amazing musician.
Aw.
I'm actually from Fredericton.
Really?
No, you were
not far
saving
from,
that, weren't
That's not
you?
far from Minto.
Nice.
Suppose.
Nice,
St.
Matt.
John, too, yeah.
Nice, Matt. Well, good. Well, we're really happy you're here. So, Woody, do you have some new songs that you've been promoting lately?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Co-written with Matt and his brother Chris Gormley.
Tell us about it. Did you go somewhere fun to do it?
I rented a cottage in Bancroft.
Nice.
Bancroft. Craft. And
Bancraft.
Bancraft, you sound like Maritimer.
yeah, I grabbed these two guys and we drove up there for 3 days. And some of them, we wrote pretty much all of them there, but some of them had already been started before we got there. And we finished when
Wow.
we got there. Yeah.
So how many tunes did you guys write?
6,
In how long?
3 days.
Wow. Was there any alcohol involved?
No, we don't drink at all.
Wow, that's great. That's impressive. Quite impressive. Where are your cans of beer? Did you hide them? Well, that's wonderful. Well, we're really happy to have you here. So, and how are you, Matt?
I'm good.
Mr.
How are you?
Fredericton?
How are you?
That's great. So what would you like to start with tonight?
The first single from the record.
Yay.
And the album has the same title. It's called Better Man Today. So it's about
Tell him, buddy.
a couple years ago, I guess. I almost quit music. I wasn't enjoying it. I was struggling with trying to do the day job and music. And I know back then Craig was like, well, when are you going to play our show? I'm like, well, when I write new music. In my head, I'm like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
I could tell it affected you.
Yeah.
That you couldn't give a definite answer to that question.
Yeah, so then I realized the important thing was to remove the day job. And so I did that June 14th of this year. And this song is about all of that process, coming to the understanding of what's more important in life. And
Woody, that's amazing.
yeah,
June the 14th was a Friday.
yep,
Are you impressed?
know
I
that?
know that.
Isn't that impressive?
I know dates.
Yep.
My sister and I actually went to see a show in what's up, Grand Bend area. So I
Oh, yeah.
remember. But that's really impressive that
Yeah.
you did that. And it's
you.
going well?
Yeah,
You're loving life?
yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It'll be good when we do the CD release party.
Yeah. And when's that?
Next Friday, November 29th,
November 29th. And where is that, Woody?
Acton Town Hall.
Acton Town Hall, people.
We linked it right in the show description. So if you would love to hear more from these two fine gentlemen, that just click the event link in the show description to set yourself a reminder to show up at the Acton Town Hall next Friday.
So,
the album
Matt,
release
are you going to be there as well?
Yes, yeah. And my brother and our bass player,
So
Andy.
you're going to have a full band?
A full band?
Oh, my
band,
God.
yeah.
That's so
Four-piece band.
exciting.
And
Awesome.
speaking of talented Rockwood singers, as you mentioned,
Yes.
Ian Reed is opening.
Yes, that's right.
I love Ian.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, my God. That's so great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
That's gonna be fun.
Well, we can't wait to hear that and be there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's hear. Is it A Better Man?
Better man today.
Better man.
Better Man Today. Sorry. Better Man Today.
You counting, bud?
I'll count her in, but.
My soul is on fire tonight. This manifestation feels right. I'm tired of pretending that you're not offending my life. Resistance is futile, my friends. Together we can conquer this. Love is a potion to fix this emotional hell. I won't cry no more. Knock me off my feet again, but I won't cry no more. Messing with my heart again, but that makes me a better man today. This hope is no longer a dream. Put your ass where your heart wants to be. When your level is higher, you lose the desire to scream. I won't cry no more. Knock me off my feet again, but I won't cry no more. Messing with my heart again, but that makes me a better man today. Get out of my way, get out of my way. Get out of my way, get out of my way. Get out of my way, get out of my way. She's trying to find some peace so I can just be me. I won't cry no more. You knock me off my feet again, but I won't cry no more. Messing with my heart again, but that makes me a better man. And I won't cry no more. Knock me off my feet again, but I won't cry no more. Messing with my heart again, but that makes me a better man. Yeah, messing with my heart again, that makes me a better man today.
Lovely song, boys.
That was awesome. And I really heard, I heard your message. I heard all your words in that song. That's a very powerful song, Woody.
Thank you.
Really. That was awesome. Really, really great. Thank you. Wonderful.
Well, let's see if we've reached some folks out there. We've got some folks watching. We better get to our chatters here. So let's see. Let's check in. Vicky Marshall says, greetings from Moncton, guys. Hey, Vicky.
Got lots of Maritimers there.
Lots of Maritimers
Not far
watching.
From Fredericton.
I know Julia's watching. Stephanie
Julia.
LeBlanc. She loved that first tune. Oh, our good buddy Drain, all the way from Wales. Hey, I am back.
Oh, hey.
Hope all is okay. You know what? We haven't been on for 2 weeks, so you haven't missed much. He says he hasn't been here for a couple of weeks because he's been taking boats out on the water now.
Nice.
So, yeah, you didn't miss much because
We weren't here.
our lovely hostess, Andrea, was in New Brunswick visiting family.
Yeah, it was great.
So there you go. Isaac, hey, everyone. Great to have the night off, to be able to enjoy some great people and possibly even more great music.
Aw.
I think we can help you there, Isaac.
Aw.
Thank you so much for your support. Happy Wednesday.
Lauren is watching, Lauren Buchanan.
Hey, Lauren.
Hey, Lauren. Michael John Melvin, who I went to Mount Allison with,
Tell Mary Beth hello.
is watching. Don Chrismar is watching. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Alice Walsh from Beaver Harbor, New Brunswick is watching.
Hello.
Hi, Alice.
Romper room.
Denise Deschardins is watching. Well, hello, Denise. Oh, Amanda Wraithby is watching. That's my... Now, if my cousin has a daughter, who is that to me? Is that a second cousin? Is she
Yes.
my second cousin?
It is, yeah.
Aw, Amanda and I are second cousins. Amanda, I love your sweaters. I'm going to actually write to you. I think I want you to make me one. Anyway, Liz Kramer, my first friend from Cameron Road, and she did so much getting the beach access back to those people in New Brunswick.
right. She
needs
worked
to
her
become a
butt off.
lawyer. You're amazing, Liz. Andy Davidson. Oh, my God, another one of my first friends. We went to kindergarten together. Amazing guy. Hi, Bill. Will Wheeler's watching. And Steph says you have to tell the China story, the boxes. I'll tell that a little bit later.
A little bit later.
Hysterical. Chantel Barrio is watching. Hi, Chantel. Joanne Rick Mills. These are all Maritimers. And our next door neighbor, Dylan.
Hey,
Dylan.
Now, we have
Lorlang.
a great question. Our buddy Geraint wants to know if you guys are on Spotify.
Yes, the first single is on Spotify.
Woohoo!
Gotta get you talking to that microphone.
The first single that you just heard is on Spotify, and the second single is a little delayed. It's probably going to be out on the 25th, and then the whole record will be out on the 29th, the day of the
Oh, my
CD
God. So
release.
exciting.
So this
Yeah.
is what I recommend. If you like what you're hearing tonight, head on over to Spotify. Give Woody Woodburn a follow on a Spotify page. You will be notified not only of single releases, but also when he'll be playing in your area. And the absolute best thing to do is, if you're within driving distance, to come on out to the Acton Town Hall.
And buy a record.
Buy it directly from the artist. That's the best way to support artists like our friend Woody here. Let's see here.
Oh, Mom is watching. My mother.
Hey,
Can you guys do
Jojo.
a shout out to my mother?
My mom's on there too.
Let's say hi to our mothers.
Patsy, hi mom.
Hi, Patsy. Hi, Jojo.
Patsy's from Inverness, Cape Breton.
She living there now?
No,
But she's from there.
she goes there for the summers.
Well, I was
We
gonna
have a
sing,
property there,
I was
yeah.
going to sing that song for her and you. But I did Interplanetary Craft instead. They're
know,
about the same song.
Come see, come saw.
My buddy Chad's there. He's a great singer.
McBride, is he related to Martina?
No,
Okay.
He wants you to play Small Town, though.
yeah,
So I think that could happen.
that's gonna happen.
It's
Yep.
going to happen. So,
happen.
what do you guys want to play now?
What was the second one that we decided?
Family man, buddy.
Family, and me.
I'm trying to make
speaking
a
of-
story.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, go tell us. Tell us, Matt.
Like a story with the songs, like connect the songs
Yeah.
with what they mean to Woody, especially. So, the first song you guys heard the story. This one is all about him growing up with his East Coast family and inspiration to play music and all that.
That's great.
Basically, right, buddy?
Yep, that's it. yeah.
Beautiful. And what's it called?
Family and me.
Family and Me. Excellent.
I'll send it out to my mom who's watching. Hi, Mom.
Aww.
Beautiful. Take it.
Oh yeah.
No capo, buddy.
He just couldn't hide that.
We're both very nervous.
Yes. That's what
It's
friends
just
are
the internet.
for.
Ready, buddy?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
So they say I look like my father, but I felt so far apart. All these years he held it together. He would work for his family so hard. I thank God for the roots of my mother, with her East Coast soul and charm. All those nights we sang together, they taught me to weather the storm.
Okay, yeah.
You got this.
I was born without a brother. I was born an only child. And the stars for my family, they're always around me. An ocean surrounding the isle. I thank you for making me smile. Family and me, the only thing I need, the only thing you'll never tear apart. Family and me, like the air I breathe, I feel it in the bottom of my heart. Like an anchor in my bones, bring me back home. Take me to the only place I know. An anchor in my bones, bring me back home. Take me to the place where I belong. Family and me, the only thing I need, the only thing you'll never tear apart. Family and me, like the air I breathe, I feel it in the bottom of my heart. Family and me, the only thing I need, the only thing you'll never tear apart. Family and me, like the air I breathe, I feel it in the bottom of my heart. I feel it in the bottom of my heart.
Fantastic.
Forgot a verse there.
It happens. It happens.
No, we
Anything
actually
can
wrote that
happen,
part. That was part of it. That was
And
totally
the
part
dialogue in between, totally,
Totally.
part of the song.
Yeah, can't wait. It's awesome.
Bernice McDonald says, "Great job, Kevin."
Aw.
That's my aunt from Inverness.
Hi, Aunt
Aw.
Bernice.
Is she there now?
Yes.
She's there now.
Well,
Hi, Bernice.
Hello down in Inverness.
Do you know what's hilarious? Last week I was in New Brunswick, and Craig said I was there for a week, and he's like, after 4 days, he's like, remember that there was an old recording of me back in university? He's like, you sound like her, because I'm talking like this. I'm like, what's going on? How's it going there, Craig?
Got her accent back some quick.
It does happen.
My aunt and uncle Jim and Marion are there.
Aw.
They all pretty much live on the same street where my mom grew up on.
Very
Oh, that's
cool.
lovely. Isn't that the wonder of the internet?
Yep.
Where they are watching you in real time. That's
Love
beautiful.
Terrain all the way from Wales, another internet wonder. Somebody from all across the pond says, really good song.
Aw, isn't that great?
Laura Lang giving you a big old woo.
Woo!
Ashley's giving you what I expect to be a standing ovation.
Aw.
Let's see here. Our good friend Livia McQueen of the McQueens is watching. She's giving us all a wave. Hey,
Hey,
Liv.
Olivia.
Good to see you last night. And Ruth Underhill also giving us a big
Ruth
old wave.
Underhill. She's a maritimer that now lives out west.
Man, aren't you just the font
Look
of
at that.
information?
Tara Zip. Do you know Tara Zip?
Well, I think it was actually Carrie Underhill.
What? Who's Carrie Underhill? You mean Carrie Underwood?
Oh,
If she's watching, we're in luck.
If you're going to lie, Matt, get it right.
Hey, and Doug Miller's watching. So, everybody watching the show, if we happen to be friends on Facebook, I can see a little notification when you're watching. However, if we're not Facebook friends and you want to
Sometimes
shout
we
out,
don't see it.
yeah, we don't see it. So if you want to shout out on the show, just type anything you want in chat, a hello, a hey, an emoji, or whatever. If you have a question for Woody and or Matt, comment, a request, especially if it's an original song.
We love original music.
Yeah, we love original music here in the living room. So feel free. We'll get you a shout out. Something else we do here on the show is we do have a tip jar set up at streamlabs.com/mylivingroomlive. So if you're
Yeah, we
feeling
gotta get
so
Matt.
inclined,
We gotta get Matt back to Mississauga
yeah.
and Woody back to Rockwood.
Rockwood. Oh my goodness. I'm
Yeah.
so bad. Head on over to streamlabs.com/mylivingroomlive. You'll see this webpage where you can type in your name and a tip amount and a message which is emblazoned across the stream for us all to see just how absolutely cool and generous you are. And then your name can be scrolling across the bottom of the stream like our past tippers.
Is it safe, Craig?
It's very safe. It's used by thousands of streamers across the world. Anita, Jennifer and Naomi, Sherry. So feel free, head on over to streamlabs.com/mylivingroomlive and leave these guys a tip. Oh, Durant keeps asking you to play American Pie, so he's asked twice now. I'm going to just put that out there. He'd love to hear that song. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, Durant, but I'll ask.
Probably not.
Probably not. That's quite all right.
That's a long song.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Not as long as your
Good song.
Interplanetary
Good song. Very long song.
Speaking of long, we've been talking long enough. Let's get back to some
Yes.
music.
What are you going to play for us now, guys?
The song's called Life.
Aptly named.
Back to the story, finding and working on what's important in life. And
Yes.
the first line is like a fork in the road. So making those decisions. And
Because that couldn't have been an easy decision to make.
No.
In some ways, it was really easy, right?
I wouldn't have made it on my own. It was not just me.
Yeah, that's
For
right.
sure.
Well, that's amazing, Woody. Amazing. Oh my God, I just lost my train of thought.
You lost your train of thought?
It's crazy.
Wow. Well, good thing we have two musicians here to fill
We'll play
in
the song.
the
We'll play the
blank.
song instead.
You
then.
play it. You play the song.
All right, take it away.
Ready, buddy? I think so. Life, like a fork in the road. Will you be there to guide me, to know which way to go? Time does not feel on your side, as long as I have you to go on this ride. Will you be there in the morning? Will you be there in the night? Will you be there when I call you and make me feel alright? When I need a shoulder to lean on, when I have a tear in my eye, I need you for more than a moment. I need you for the rest of my life. Life. Space, like a vision in our dreams. An open mind, open heart, find out what it means. Love, like a diamond in the rough. Feel like I should thank you. I hope that it's enough. You be there in the morning. Will you be there in the night? Will you be there when I call you and make me feel alright? When I need a shoulder to lean on, when I have a tear in my eye, I need you for more than a moment. I need you for the rest of my life. All you need to know is how to take the good and bad, learn to let it go, ever let me go. Will you be there in the morning? Will you be there in the night? Will you be there when I call you and make me feel alright? When I need a shoulder to lean on, when I have a tear in my eye, I need you for more than a moment. I need you for the rest of my life. I need you for the rest of my life. I need you for the rest of my life. I need you for the rest of my life. Life, like a fork in the road. Will you be there to guide me, to know which way to go?
Woo!
Beautiful.
Lovely.
Lovely, Woody. That was great.
And your friend James Brain says, sounds good, Woodruff. I assume that's your real last name. Is it his real name?
This is his real name, yeah, Woodruff.
No, Brain.
Brain, yes, it is, yeah.
Nice name.
Yeah, he's my first cousin. He lives in Rockwood.
Nice name. And Julia says she wants to hear, wait a minute, how life is a highway? Is that what you're kind of commenting on, Julia? Is like life is a highway? Or do you want to hear life is a highway? I don't know. Please elaborate.
Oh, Deb Hastings is watching. Hey, Deb.
Hey, Deb.
So, Woody,
So, yes.
when did you start playing music?
my cousin, I call him my cousin. It's my cousin's husband. Taught me how to play guitar
Your
when I was
husband.
16. My husband,
Okay.
and he lives in Acton, and he's a singer songwriter as well. Steve Dunn.
Wow.
And my parents, he didn't want to get paid because we were family, and he was a carpenter.
What a nice man. I wouldn't do that.
My parents bought him. We still talk about this to this day. My parents bought him a belt sander to teach me how to play guitar.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever works.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yep.
And when did you start writing? A long time.
2011, I put out my first CD was Half Hour City.
Mm-hmm.
So probably a couple of years before that,
Wow.
maybe 2009, I started.
Yeah.
With these guys, I started co-writing with them. There was a
Wow.
couple I wrote on my own, and a few I wrote with those guys. So yeah.
Wow.
So Matt, do you play on the Half Hour City recordings,
I don't think so.
or you just did you help write those tunes?
It took us a couple of years, to write.
Yeah.
Like we wrote a bunch of songs together, but we ended up probably wrote like 10, and you used maybe 5 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that still up on Spotify? Because I know when we first met, I looked that music up. So if you're
Sure.
interested in hearing some back catalog, look up Half Hour City on Spotify.
Absolutely.
Some great tunes on there.
Yeah.
Great driving music. I love listening to that stuff when I drive.
Yeah. It is great driving music.
So let's hear some more new music, unless you want to play something from your past library. But hey, the floor is yours. Whatever you want to play tonight.
Stay with the new stuff.
Sticking with the new stuff.
Sounds like a great
Sticking with-
theme.
Hey, that sounds like an album. Sticking with the new stuff.
And we shall say once more, if you're within driving distance, come and check out Woody, his friend Matt, and as well as a full band and opened by our good friend Ian Reed
Ian Reed.
at the Acton Town Hall next Friday. I put the link to the event in
Time?
the show description. What time to start?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. And is there good parking? Or should people get there in ample time?
There's pretty
Is
good
there a
parking.
lot?
Yeah, there's enough.
Perfect.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
Because people always ask me those things.
That's true.
But there's one cab driver in Acton, so
Oh, that's great.
He'll be busy that
He'll
night.
be busy. That's awesome. Well, that's great.
So this one's called Small Town.
it's true.
I originally wrote it about my second cousin. He was about 3 years old, and he used to have his own little mini guitar, and he was able to use the iPad and on YouTube and find his favorite songs, and he was hammering away on the guitar, and I was like, I want to love music like that kid does. So I wrote it about him growing up in a small town, which was Acton, and then we ended up rewriting it to make it more about me, and they tried to convince me that Meadowville in Mississauga was a small town. But
I love it.
That's right.
anyway, so now
It
it's
was.
but not like a small town like I know it. So yeah, small town.
Excellent.
Since I was a young boy, I played guitar and sang Neil Young and Blue Rodeo. Sat on my front porch, I stared into the sky, wishing there was somewhere to go. Knew that I could make it, my parents said hate it, but this place is dragging me down. That's all that I know, that's sure as the wind blows. I grew up in a small town. I know it's a small town. Traveled across the country, I played in every bar, tried to make a living on the road. I met a pretty girl, she broke my heart. There's only one place to go. So I called my mother up and she said, just suck it up, pick up your things and turn around. That's all that I know, as sure as the wind blows. I grew up in a small town. I remember what they gave to me. As far as I've traveled, there's nothing quite like this Sitting on my front porch, I stare into the sky. Think about the days when I was young. And I wrote a song about the only thing I love, the small town where I came from. Now my song's on the radio, little did I know I could make such a sweet sound. That's all that I know, as the wind blows. I grew up in a small town. That's all that I know, as long as the sun glows. I hope that you'll always be around. Oh, I know it's a small town. Oh, I know it's a small town.
I love
Thank
that
you.
song.
I do too.
Yeah, I remember you guys played that tune. I don't think I'd heard it before, and I heard you guys play it when we saw you at Tanner's, I think, in Acton.
Yeah, that's a great song.
I love that.
We're
tune.
at Tanner's this Friday.
Well, there you go.
Fun.
So, in just 2 days' time, you can catch these. Are you playing there too, Matt?
Yep.
You can catch these two live.
Woody.
And then
That's
why
wonderful.
not come back to Acton next Friday for the full album release party for Better Man today?
We're kind of on tour. We're here tonight. Tanner's Friday, Toronto Saturday,
Awesome.
Acton Friday, and then I think we're back in Toronto next
No, it's
Saturday.
New Brunswick Saturday.
Oh yeah, Fredericton.
Fred-
We're going to keep that one going, are we?
Cape Breton on Sunday, Halifax on Monday.
That
Excellent.
would rock.
Excellent.
Chantel Vardy Brains is going to be a fun night. Looks like she's just joining in.
That's my cousin. Yep.
Another cousin, Jim and Mary McDonald. We are really enjoying your music, Kevin. Awesome.
Hey guys.
And let's see here. Oh, I know Deb Hastings says, love it. Hey, Patricia Whitechurch is very good.
Aw, Patricia. Hi, Pat.
Giving us a wave. And Julia wants to know if we're on Messenger. Does My Living Room Live on Messenger? Oh, she wants to know if she can send something to us for us to share. Feel free to send us a message on Messenger. We love to hear from folks.
There you
So
go.
if you have something that you want to share, feel free. Just tap on that message button there on our Facebook page, and it'll get right through to us on a Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'll just put that tip link back up on the screen. If anybody feeling like they want to be a little extra generous and show off a little bit
It's
tonight.
almost Christmas.
It's almost Christmas.
Yes. People get a little more generous, I think, around this time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So head on over to streamlabs.com/mylivingroomlive.
Now, were you guys playing in Toronto? Sorry, didn't mean to put you on the spot. Sorry.
We don't know.
Just in Toronto. Look them up.
Doesn't.
Pop-up concerts everywhere on Toronto.
Everywhere.
Now, maybe you can answer this one. When are you playing in Guelph, says Patricia,
I can't.
besides tonight?
I don't have any gigs in Guelph.
So we recommend you guys hit up Sip Club in Guelph.
Yes.
I recommend I do that too.
Yeah, so
Yes.
do that.
So the plan is probably in the next couple of weeks I'm going to the open mic there. And,
Wonderful. They'll love you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Murphy's Law in Toronto this Saturday.
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law.
And then
Excellent.
next Saturday we're at the Irish Embassy in Toronto.
Wonderful.
We are? I didn't.
I love that. Breaking news. So we will certainly let you know the next time you can catch Woody live in the Guelph area, because that's where we're in Guelph. However, we're an internet show, so if these guys are basically playing anywhere, we'll talk about it, because you never know where people might be listening to us from, either live or on replay here on Facebook or on our YouTube channel.
And I must say, Woody, the first time I met you, we have people come in all the time that I've never met, right? And Craig's like, oh, he's a super nice guy. I'm like, okay. And then I met you, and you're like, my mother's from Cape Breton. I'm like, aw. And then you're like, my favorite band's Blue Rodeo. I'm like, oh my God, I love this man.
You're welcome back anytime.
And the song Constellations is one of my favorite too,
Oh,
and
me
that's one of your
too.
favorite.
Great
too.
tune.
It is a great song.
Now, Andy Douglas wants to know, when are you coming to Halifax?
Aw.
You're going to be booking dates all over the place.
Yeah, you
now.
will.
Didn't you just play there, buddy? No.
Nope.
Cape
I
Breton.
played in Cape Breton.
Yep.
But you would do one there, wouldn't you?
Of course.
There you go.
I'd love to do a little tour. There's I want to look into those, like Ian Reid does those house concerts all
they're
the time. I'm
great.
like, I think I
They are
maybe could do that.
fantastic.
Yeah, hit up Side Door.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Side Door is the app you can use, and just basically browse venues, and they'll hook you up with with folks willing to put you up for a house show. And
I
then,
bet you get one in St. George.
Yeah, could I get one there?
I bet you could.
Absolutely.
Just make your way through New Brunswick into Nova Scotia. Absolutely.
Walking?
PEI.
Is that
It's a slow car.
We got to get you back on camera there, sweetheart. You're
It's
sitting
on-
off on camera.
I know, but it's
Lean way in.
fine.
Nah, we'll get her back. We'll get her back on camera at
We
the
have
end
a
of the
limited
show.
budget.
We're looking to buying more cameras. Christmas is coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's what our Patreon campaign is for. So if you want to help us out getting us stuff like cameras, head on over to patreon.com/mylivingroomlive. Become a patron of the show,
Yes.
where it's an ongoing per episode support kind of setup, much like patrons of your,
Theater.
you would basically become a patron of the arts, and you would support artists. Something that we have set up is a campaign over at patreon.com where you can do the same thing and help us do the things that we love to do. Help us either pay for a new set of lights, which we actually used our Patreons for funds for last year.
Lovely light.
Bought a new light.
Better than the one we had.
Absolutely. We're looking for cameras next so that we can actually set up some more interesting camera shots. So if you want to support the show on a more ongoing basis, patreon.com/mylivingroomlive.
Lindsay Honeywell is watching.
Hey, Lindsay. Good to
Lindsay
see you again.
is from St. George, New Brunswick. She lived in Halifax for, I think she said, 15 years, 18 years. And now she's living in Kitchener.
Yeah.
So there you go. Well, Woody,
Hit us up with some more
what do you want to
music.
play for us?
this one's called "Baby Just Let It Flow."
Let it flow.
I'll start it, buddy. Yeah, you will.
We don't have an intro for this one.
That's an intro. 3, 4. I know I've been lazy and I've been a fool. You might think I'm crazy. I'm just trying to play it cool. I'm just trying to play it cool. You might think I'm wasting all my precious time. All these odds we're facing, let's just lay it on the line. Let's just lay it on the line. Plant the seed and watch it grow. Pray for the rain to come and hope it shows. My thoughts get heavy, but now I know how to get back up on my feet again. Baby, just let it flow. Baby, just let it flow. Baby, just let it. They say that love is madness. They say that love is blind. I'm done with feeling sadness, just looking for a sign. I'm just looking for a sign. Plant the seed and watch it grow. Pray for the rain to come and hope it shows. My thoughts get heavy, but now I know how to get back up on my feet again. Baby, just let it. Can't go on like this. Plant the seed and watch it grow. Pray for the rain to come and hope it shows. My thoughts get heavy, but now I know how to get back up on my feet again. Baby, just let it flow.
Baby, just let it flow. Baby, just let it.
I don't think I've heard you do that song before.
It's a great song.
Probably not.
I do love that song.
Yeah, I like those major 7 chords. Very nice.
Is that what they are?
I didn't know what they were, but I knew I liked
so.
it. Chantel says, sounds amazing. James McDonald says, sounds great, guys. Chad McBride's giving you a big, hearty woo. Lindsay says, 17 years she was in Halifax.
17. There you go.
17 years.
How come I don't see those?
Because that's on a, we're peeking behind the curtain. I am watching Andrea's watch party on my phone, so Andrea's not actually watching her own watch party.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
No, I don't know what that
Is that
means.
like a major 7 chord?
Maybe. Major 9. Be a major 9.
Major 9. That's
Yeah, that'd be different.
Bunch of nerds.
Yeah.
Thought I was a nerd. You guys are nerds. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. We're so happy you guys could come out here tonight. The timing couldn't be better because you're kind of showcasing some new music. The last time you were on the show, which was a while ago, we talked about how you were just kind of wanting to get back into songwriting, and we kind of like made a promise to one another that when that did happen, we'd have you back on the show. Here it is, almost like
Here we are.
2 years later.
Has it been that long?
Feels like it's been around 2 years. I'm not sure. It's been like at least a year and a half. And
Wow.
here you are. You've got a bunch of new songs written. The album is almost here. The official release date, is it next Friday, or do you kind of have like another date? Yep. So next Friday, the album Better Man Today is coming out. And like I said, the best way to kind of find out more about Woody is to either go on to Spotify, hit the follow button, so just search for Woody Woodburn, or when you're done watching the show tonight, just hit his name. I have it linked to his Facebook page here in the show's description, and he posts the latest and greatest there, as well as a link to the event for the CD release or album party. I don't know. Are you doing physical CDs?
I think today I've decided not to.
Because I know you did a poll, and I found that very interesting.
There we go.
You polled your fan base.
Yep.
What kind of response did you get regarding like physical media?
Tell us.
There was more. I don't know what the actual number was, but there was more people that bought CDs than I thought.
Yep.
But now, so I'm like, okay, maybe I'll go get like 50 CDs. But it's like $10 for me to buy my own CD.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not going to go sell it for 20. So
Yeah.
get it on Spotify and Apple
Excellent.
Music. And
Excellent. Beautiful.
So, yes, please hit Woody up on Spotify, and even better, come see him.
Come see
and
him
Matt
live and meet
and
him.
friends.
Meet him and his friends.
Live in person, because Ian Reed's going to be there. If you're a regular viewer of the show, you know we love to have Ian on. That's been a long time, too.
Yes. It's been a year.
That guy's busy. He's out touring around. Ashley McCormick says, Kevin, or something. I can't quite reproduce what she's going for there. Carol Poirier says, sounds good. It does sound good. So if you got headphones, hopefully you've been listening with a nice set of headphones, earbuds, Bluetooth speaker, I don't know, home theater through your Apple TV, however you choose to view the show. Lindsay Honeywell says, great job, nice song, she says.
Aw. She's a sweetie pie.
Yeah, and she's a music
I miss you,
aficionado,
Lindsay.
too.
Let's see each other soon.
Yeah, now that you're close by, that's totally doable. Now, we definitely have time for some more music.
Excellent.
Like I said, if you guys have any questions for these guys, we're getting close to the hour mark. So if anything you want to say, feel free. We'll read out your comments here in chat. If you want to leave a tip, the link's up there on your screen. Otherwise, yeah, let's get into some more music.
cool. So
What you got?
this is the fun one. And
What? Now we're in the fun?
so, but
Finally.
but we wrote it about going up to the cottage.
Oh, cool.
And
All right.
it talks about how there's no drinking involved.
Oh, very
at all.
good.
Right.
Excellent.
Right. Awesome. A little tongue in cheek. Lovely. Take it away, guys.
The year was gone in 2019, so we headed on to follow our dreams. We were running from life to misery, ended up in a cabin by the sea. And the wine got drunk, songs got sung, laughed so hard that our bells got rung. And we ain't going home until the beer's all done, or until we see the bottom of a bottle of rum. The days flew by and the nights came quick. We drank so much that our bellies got sick. But you can solve any problem, no matter how thick, when you're living life out in the sticks. And the wine got drunk, songs got sung, but so hard that our bells got rung. Yeah, we ain't going home until the beer's all done, until we see the bottom of a bottle of rum. We drew some cards and we laid ourselves big. We were dealing with love in a little heartache, but there's no time for that when your life's at stake. You're up with the boys on Potash Lake. And the wine got drunk, songs got sung, we laughed so hard that our bells got rung. And we ain't going home until the beer's all done, or until we see the bottom of a bottle of rum. Songs got sung, we laughed so hard that our bells got rung. And we ain't going home until the beer's all done, or until we see the bottom of a bottle of rum. Well, the year was cold in 2019, so we headed north to follow our dreams. We were running from life and its misery, ended up in a cabin by the sea. And the wine got drunk, the songs got sung, we laughed so hard that our bells got rung. And we ain't going home until the beer's all done, or until we see the bottom of a bottle of rum.
Thank you.
Now that's our kind of song. I was not expecting that.
That was awesome. Wow.
That's an instant classic. You just probably have a new hit with our East Coast crowd. What a great tune
Oh
that
my
is.
God, that was fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So catchy.
So fun.
So fun. And I love how you had a line about throwing up in there, and Andrea didn't even flinch. That's great.
That's great. Yeah. Yep.
That's terrific. What a great song.
That was
So
a great song.
that song will be on the new album,
Yep.
because I have a feeling we're going to be playing that one at every party we have.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. Fantastic. So Woody, how many songs are on your record?
6.
6 songs. That's amazing. So do you have a favorite?
I think I do now.
No.
What was that last song called?
Bottle of rum.
Oh my gosh.
Bottle of Rum.
Yep.
I have to say Better Man today. It's the one that
We don't even
started
drink
the whole
rum.
story.
Yeah, it kinda started the whole
None
thing.
of us do.
Oh,
None
that's
of us
hilarious.
do. But it just works.
It fits, yes. Big time. Yeah. Wow.
Hey, Melissa Spangenberg just joined. Hey, Melissa, regular viewer. Hey. Oh, Glenna Ross just got home from St. George's Ladies' Night.
Oh my God, that's right. I heard about that last week.
Hopefully you heard that tune. Maybe
Hi,
you'll play it at your
Glenna.
next
Okay,
St. George's
I
Ladies'
just
Night.
have to say, Glenna Ross's son, Jeff,
Oh, right.
was amazing last week when my parents are downsizing. So we took not all their stuff, but a fair bit of their stuff to a thrift store, and he was working there. His wife owns it. And he's like, well, could you drop it off at the food bank maybe tomorrow? And we're like, we're leaving tomorrow. And he's like, you know what? Leave it with me. Like, who would do that?
He took
right?
care of it for you.
He just like, leave it here. We'll take it down. We'll go to the food bank. You know, that's a true maritime.
Small
right there.
town
Yeah.
stuff.
So, Glenna, please thank your son. The next time you see Jeff, thank him for us. That meant the world to us that he did that.
And Chad says Small Town is his favorite song. He has a favorite song.
Aw.
Carl Jennings is awesome, guys. Looks like
Oh.
Ashley was enjoying that last tune.
Can we go back to Carl for a sec? Carl is our producer.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, Carl.
Great job. Looking forward to hearing the rest of your work.
Carl, that's great.
One of the best musicians you could ever see in your life, probably.
Yeah, where does Carl live?
Hamilton.
Very good.
All right, Carl, we're coming to see you next.
He's in a band called Freedom Train, and they're the best band in Canada.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Carl.
Wow, that's quite a claim.
There you go. Look up Freedom Trains.
There you go.
If you're in the
I'm
Hamilton
going
area.
to. Man, oh man.
Melissa says she tuned in at the right time because Melissa tends to listen to the show while she's in her kitchen making dinner.
Yep.
And that sounds like a maritime kitchen party song to me if I ever heard
Big
one.
time.
And
And
Tanya Ellis is watching.
Tanya Ellis, another maritimer, Prince Edward Island. Hey, Tanya. Oh, my God. We haven't seen you in so long. It's been almost a year since we've seen you.
Yes, it's been a while.
So, Tanya, if you want to come on our Christmas show and play the piano, we would love it.
Speaking of Christmas,
Pianer?
Sean Furlot wants to know, it's his only question is, what do you want for Christmas?
Me?
I think he's directing it at you.
Oh, my God. I really don't.
You think about that. Let's get into some more
Just want
music.
some wine.
We're almost at the end of the night tonight. I want to hear some more tunes. You
Me
guys
too.
have any more music
Me too.
in you?
We only know those 6 songs.
How
That's
many
it.
have you done already?
6.
Have you done all those 6 songs?
Nice.
God, tonight's flying by.
So that's a
Woody,
preview.
can I ask you one more question, Woody?
Yes, you
Tell
can.
me about that guitar. That's a beautiful guitar.
It's a Gibson J45.
Yes, I know it is.
It's kind of a cool story. I couldn't afford this one, and so way back when, I don't know when, but I went into Long and McQuaid. I tried all of them, all of the Gibson J45s, and the one I could afford was the one that was broken and repaired. So it was used and broken and repaired. So I loved that one over all the rest of them. And then I broke that one again,
No,
and I was crying. I was like,
I bet.
the head broke off. And then I was hoping that the store might take responsibility because they didn't repair it properly or whatever. So they were saying, no, we can't help you out. And now I'm like, I don't have a guitar.
Oh, Woody.
And then I called them back to get them ask more questions about the break and the repair because Long and McQuaid has it all documented. And he said, let me call you back in 20 minutes. So he went through all the history of the guitar. He called me back and he said, Long and McQuaid prides themselves in selling quality guitars. And we believe that we sold you a lemon. This is 2 years later. I think it was 2 years after.
Wow.
He gave me a full credit.
So you
Wow.
were able to get that
So
guitar.
I put that as a down payment. It was 0% month, Gibson month, and
Yeah.
got this one.
oh,
timing.
Woody. It's
Glad you asked that story.
That's a lovely guitar.
Perfect. timing.
It sounds so good.
It's like a Jim Cuddy guitar.
I know it is.
That's why she knew the model like right off. That is too funny. Hey, and our friend Martha Renault, we had her on the show there
Oh, hey, Martha.
just a few weeks
Couple
ago.
weeks ago.
Hi guys, great show. We're happy to introduce musicians to one another as well. So we have a lot of singer-songwriters
And look what
that watch.
Glenna says. I will, Andrea. He was happy to do it for you. That's very sweet. I got a hat. Are you guys Habs fans? Do you watch hockey?
Leafs fan.
What?
What's a hab?
Yeah, you
Do
got to
you- are
remember
you a
where you
Leafs
are
fan?
there, sweetheart.
Are you a Leafs fan? But Maritimers are Habs fans.
There's some Leaf fans there.
Oh yeah.
And Boston.
Sparse. Boston! Oh, they're the bad.
They're the bad. Is that what you said?
Yeah, there's the bad and the ugly.
Yeah,
They're the bad.
They're the bad.
Anyway, I got a Habs shirt there and
nice.
and an ugly Christmas sweater, which I'm so excited. I've never had an ugly Christmas sweater. It's not that ugly, actually.
Well, you'll have to wear it on
Never
our
had one either.
Christmas show.
And we have a party to go to.
You need
Now
to
I
get
have-
a fun
know.
Christmas sweater. And mine's not that ugly. It just has a bunch of candy canes on it, and it's kind of like a Nordic kind of print. But anyway. And I spotted them before my sister, and she got upset with me.
So before we go, I'm going to say if there's one tune you guys could leave us with, any tune at all, it can be an original, it can be a cover tune. Pick a song. Let's have a nice fun tune at the end of the night. I'm just going to plug a few things before we go, and that is oh my gosh, where's my button? There's my button.
I've heard that before.
It's a family show, dear. We have a YouTube channel over at My Living Room Live. So if you're watching us live, you have to be watching us on Facebook. But if you prefer to kind of watch archived episodes through a device via YouTube, feel free to head on over to youtube.com/MyLivingRoomLive and watch all the archived episodes over there. We're also on Twitter at In My Living Room and Instagram at My Living Room Live. However, probably one of the funnest things that we offer here on the show is we do take all the audio and convert it into an audio podcast format that's nice and portable for your listening pleasure wherever you go, wherever you are, and wherever you listen to podcasts. So head on over either to Spotify or iTunes or Stitcher or the Google Play Store and just search for the My Living Room Live podcast. All the episodes are up on there. So that way, if you're out commuting, you're driving in your car, you're
Going
out
for a
jog,
walk.
go for a walk. Take us with you on the go. All that great sound you get here on the show, on your earbuds, wherever you're going. And
You can listen to Woody whenever.
Yeah, you can listen to this episode again
And Matt.
again.
I love that. That's a little Woody and Matt.
So I said to do a quick little plug there before we end the show, and hopefully give you guys enough time to
Oh my word!
I know.
This hour
The
went by
hour
so fast.
flew by. Now, we do have a request from Paul Cutton. He says, play Home for Arrest. Sounds great.
So
Kevin.
funny story. At the job I left in June, I worked with Paul.
June 14th.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Aw, he must miss you.
I don't know.
Paul,
Do you, Paul?
miss
do you miss Woody? You
Let
must
us know
miss
in
him.
chat.
You
Make
must
us
miss
all
him.
uncomfortable. Thank you.
So, if you're gonna pick a song that you love to do, what would you like to do right now? Any song in the world?
This one.
I know that
Beautiful.
one.
She's a good, loves her mama, loves Jesus, in America too. She's a good girl, crazy about Elvis, loves horses, and a boyfriend too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a long day in a city. There's a freeway running through the yard. I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy, breaking her heart, and I'm free. Free falling, falling, and I'm free. Free falling, falling. Of the vampires walking through the valley, the west down Ventura Boulevard. Of the bad boys standing in the shadows, and all the good girls, all broken hearts, and I'm free. Free falling, falling, and I'm free. Free falling, falling, when I'm free. Free falling, falling, when I'm free. Free falling, falling, free falling, falling, free falling, falling. I wanna glide down over Mulholland, wanna ride her name in the sky. I wanna free fall under nothing. I wanna leave, but for a while I'm free. Free falling, falling, when I'm free. Free falling, falling, when I'm free. Free falling, falling, when I'm free. Free falling, falling, free falling, falling, free falling, falling, free falling, falling, free falling, falling. Thank you.
What a great rendition of that tune. I love how it kind of really built. Like, hey, look at Andrew's back on the screen.
Go.
Hey,
Things just got a whole lot prettier up in here.
Aw.
So I do love that tune, and looked like you made Ashley's heart melt.
Aw.
She says, "Hi, Matt. Sounds great," with a bunch of hearts. So I think she knows you. Grant, our good buddy Grant Marks, says,
what is
awesome.
Ashley?
Ashley McCormick. Sorry, I should say there's two Ashleys watching. And she's the one whose heart melted. But Ashley Woodburn says, "Sounds amazing, Kev," with some heart eyes and a heart. Chantel's giving us some looks like a couple of high fives there. Kate says, "Sounds good," and let's see. A wow from Ashley. Chad McBride, best vocalist I know. Amazing fellows, not too shabby in the guitars also. Thanks for the show. See you next week. And you guys got a tip. you got a tip during that last tune from our friend Martha Renault.
Aw, thanks, Martha.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much,
Martha.
Martha. We appreciate that so very much. And we appreciate you guys all watching and who tune in every week for spending your time here with us
Absolutely.
on Facebook.
Yes.
And if you're watching us for the very first time, thank you for joining us tonight. We hope that you will join us next week. We also hope that you will catch these guys live. Like I said, follow Woody's Facebook page through the show description, but try to catch him for his album release party at the Acton Town Hall next
Very exciting.
Friday.
Yes. Craig, who's on our show next week?
Oh, you're gonna put me on the spot. I believe it's Sarah next week, but let me just confirm.
Okay.
I'm gonna confirm Sarah Rose.
Okay.
Do you know Sarah?
I know the name, but I don't know.
So Sarah has been very busy. She's been writing some new music, and she's been putting out some new music videos. We've had her on the show before, so we're going to get an update and see what Sarah's been up to. Another great local singer-songwriter.
Excellent.
But thank you. Until then, thank you guys for
Thank you
hanging
guys
out.
Thank you.
so much.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
See you
been our
guys.
absolute pleasure.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's been wonderful. Really wonderful. What a joy tonight.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So
let's sit back and listen to some great music.
yes, so feel free to check out past episodes or listen to tonight's episode all over again. If you tuned in late, go back to the very beginning and catch the show from the top. Otherwise, we will see you guys right here on Facebook next week, Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern with Sarah Rose.
Be good to each other, everybody. Have a great week.
Have a great week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.